think that Ty's been ready for a while. You know, just with the way he's attacked this off season. You know, just being here at 4 a.m., 5 a.m., and I'm bumping into him, you know, I'm going to get stretched, and he's coming out of the film room, you know, just little things like that. You know, it's all about preparation, and he's prepared.
Ron, how good can this offense be?
Honestly, I think it could be the most explosive offense in the country, and that's just a testament to our staff, you know, our guys, you know, just focusing on the little things throughout this offseason, you know, just always being on the same page. I mean, it could be the most explosive in the country.
What has to happen for that to become a reality?
Honestly, just us continuing to be on the same page, and, you know, yeah, that's really it.
Have you seen your role in this offense grow and change from year 1 to year 2?
Honestly, the only difference between year 1 and year 2, I mean, year 1, you know, I moved around a little bit, but, you know, this year I have an opportunity to, you know, affect in different ways, you know, whether that's in and out, you know, just helping out more guys.
Last year, y'all struggled as far as depth is concerned outside of you and Jeremy at receiver position. What have you seen Isaiah Horton and Derek Meadows and Rico Scott, guys like that?
Honestly, we like I just said, we're about 9 deep in the receiver room that could really guide guys that could really go. So, you know, that's definitely not a problem this year.
Coach DeBoer said, I think he just kind of alluded this a little bit, but Coach DeBoer said we might see a little bit more of you in the slot this year. For you, what's the difference between playing the slot and playing outside?
Honestly, you know, I really get to, because on the outside, you know, you're just focusing on the perimeter, because, you know, that's a whole nother battle. Like, you know, you have the box and the guys on that side of the field, and on the outside, whenever you just have that one-on-one, that's a whole nother battle that people really don't understand. But whenever I'm in the slot, I get to see the whole field and, you know, really get an opportunity to help the guy right beside me, you know, really get to be a part of the play and not just a one-on-one perimeter guy.
We heard that from Deontay that Bach's doing a little scout team QB. What is he like? Obviously played in high school, but what is he like out there as a scout team QB?
I looked over there and he was pulling. He hit somebody with a fake pump and took off. So I mean, you know, he got it in him. And I'm just honestly, I'm super proud of our guys. You know, everybody understanding that it takes all of us in this season in order for us to, you know, do what we want to do. And, you know, him just going over there and attacking the scout field, that's just a testament of our guys so far.
Is he giving you some flashbacks to the state title game?
Yeah, I try not to look over there too often. He almost made me mad.
You're a guy that came in with some high expectations last year. How did you manage those? And then do you have any advice for maybe Ty entering his first year as a starter? I know he's older than you, but managing those expectations.
Honestly, you know, when you have the guys that we have in the locker room, you don't make it bigger than what it is. You know, you can just focus on playing for your brothers, and, you know, whenever you just play for the man right beside you, all the expectations go out the window, and you end up playing better than what anybody expects. So that's pretty much the advice that I've given them so far. You know, just playing for each other, and I'm super confident in them.
What do you feel like you have to prove this season?
I don't feel like I have anything to prove. You know, I'm just going into this season, you know, trying to do what's best for the team. And I feel like whatever I do in that instance is going to be what's best for us in the long haul.
When you watch Florida State on film, what stands out the most about their secondary?
Honestly, you know, they got a lot of guys that have played, you know, whether that's at a different place, you know, have played in some games, some pretty good games. They're physical, you know, they got some downhill guys, some guys that can fly around.
Brian, how much stronger are you than even last year?
I ain't gonna lie, I'm a lot stronger than last year. You know, just being able to be in the weight room for a full off season, that was honestly a blessing. You know, just being able to mold my body the way that not only myself wanted to, but, you know, the universe.
So how close are you to outlifting J-Rob?
Oh, nah, that's a whole nother ballpark. Whenever I see those numbers pop up versus mine, I just act like I ain't see his.
Speaking of that, like how beat up did your body feel at the end of last season? Like, did you feel like you needed a lot of time off to get some rest or no?
Well, with our strength staff, they did a great job, even with, you know, me not being able to come in the winter and, you know, have a full off season last season. They still did a great job, you know, with the amount of time that we had to, you know, for me to be able to sustain throughout the season. And it wasn't that much of a, you know, drop off.
I was sick of you hearing the Florida State war chant at practice and whatnot, trying to simulate the crowd noise.
I actually love it. I used to play it on NCAA 14, so it's nothing to me. You know, it's all noise at the end of the day. So, you know, just focusing on my assignment and my job.
You said this offense could be one of the most dynamic in the